Well, greetings from Pennsylvania once again. Got a nice little beautiful stream in front of us. And if you're guessing that we're going to do another stream hike today, you are correct. It's another rather warm day, so I think another stream hike is in order. So yeah, it's not as hot as it has been at times earlier this summer, but these warmer August days are kind of ideal for just, hiking along a stream. Nice way to stay cool on a summer day. Anyway, I am in Monroe Valley this afternoon. This is August 22nd, Saturday, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And Monroe Valley, this is where I'm currently in Lebanon County, north of the town of Fredericksburg. And of course, Monroe Valley extends over into Berks County as well. But there is a stream down here, Monroe Creek, which we're going to walk along. And as always with these hikes, of course, I'm here for the nature and the bugs, maybe, for the nature, to cool off, and as always to keep my eyes open for historical artifacts, whether that be old foundations or hopefully some Native American artifacts, which haven't really been too successful this summer at, but that's why we're here. So I'm going to go ahead and get my my water shoes on, and we're going to get into this creek. And here are the water shoes that I always wear on these hikes. They were sent to me last summer from a company called Leader. I like them. Of course, they make it just easier to walk in all the rocks and stuff. Help you to keep your grip on slippery spots and stuff. But also, as I'm here getting ready to put them on, there's sand. They have sand in them from the Chesapeake Bay when I was back down there earlier this week. I think on Monday with some friends down at Elk Neck State Park. So there's going to be some sand from the Chesapeake Bay deposited into Monroe Creek here in Pennsylvania. It's kind of interesting to think that's how stuff can spread around. Anyway, just a random thought there. Anyway, let's get my shoes on, get in the water. And away we go. Probably won't be too many little waterfalls and stuff. Because we're in a valley. But still some beautiful scenery out here. And since we are looking for artifacts, it means, trying to keep our eyes open along these sand and gravel banks for anything interesting that might show up. I am seeing some small fish in here. I didn't bring my little underwater camera along this time. Looks like there's a little muddy area up there. I might check that out. Looks like a critter was up there. But I am going to be getting a new underwater camera soon. The one I had was just kind of a cheap $50 one. It kind of did alright, but it just, yeah, last couple times I've used it, I just don't like the quality of it. So there's another one I'm going to pick up. That's not terribly expensive. It's the Osmo, the DJI Osmo Action Cam. I know a couple people that have it and they like it. It's waterproof too. Just has a whole much better image quality and stuff. So I'll be getting that sometime this fall maybe for some better underwater footage. Yeah, see, there's an area here that's all kind of cloudy. Looks like somebody was digging because there's that's like clay. Kind of murked the water up a little bit there. So not sure who was here. Yeah, so as I'm looking in these, gravel banks, there's certain rocks that catch your eye. If you can see the one there, it has like that triangular shape to it, but I'll use my other hand here, but it's not an arrowhead, just a regular rock. But it has that, and as it's laying in there at a certain angle, it has that look to it. But even that one kind of has a bit of a look to it, sort of. Looks like it has a notch down there, but they're not arrowheads. Alright. Alright, so I came up out of the water to get around that log. And I think this is kind of interesting. Maybe. There's definitely pile of stones here that continues on up there, comes across. And I thought maybe that could just be, you know, deposition from flooding and stuff, but if you look across the creek, the pile of stones continues up there. Let me zoom in a little bit for you there. There you go. It continues on. And there's quite a bit of stones in here. So I'm thinking, you know, it could be, I don't know. I almost wonder if there's a dam here that came across here. And then all these stones here are where the dam burst, you know, because it used to be here and then flooding and it just kind of pushed them all here. Whoosh. So I kind of wonder if there was a dam here, because right up here is a hillside. I may just, looks like there's a little trail there. I may just quick venture to the top, see if there's anything up there. So I don't see anything immediately that catches my eye up here, but this is not the best time of year to go looking for things. There's a clearing up there, so maybe there's a dwelling up there at one point. But anyway, we're gonna head back down to the creek, continue on with our little stream search. As you can see, we are a little ways up above the creek down there. I guess you might be able to see the fish in there a little bit. There are fish in there. Swimming around a little bit. Look like creek chubs, I think they're called. Or maybe some kind of minnow. Alright, so it's quiz time. I see some red flowers up here along the bank of the creek. Let's duck under this tree here. As we get closer, you should know what they are. Pointed them out a number of times recently. Right there they are. Cardinal flowers. Not sure if it's focusing on them real well there. Beautiful red flowers there though. So there's a little spring flowing in from the side here, or a small tributary. I'm going to quick follow this up, see if it is a spring coming up out of the hillside here. Sometimes where there were little springs like this, you might have a greater chance of finding, you know, signs of, you know, human habitation in the past or other artifacts. So I'm going to quick follow this up just a little ways, I think. Take a little side trip. And there's a cool mushroom just off from the stream there. There's no gills underneath, so it's a type of bolete. I could cut it open and maybe try to learn a little bit more about it. Some of these, when you cut them open, they're white, but then they stain blue right away. It's a way to identify some of these. But it doesn't have gills, it has pores underneath instead. Some type of bolete. And it would appear that I have lied to you as well about not coming across any waterfalls today. I wasn't planning on coming up this little side stream, so we did get to see a few little tiny waterfalls. I do enjoy those waterfalls sometimes just as much as the larger ones. But anyway, haven't really seen any signs of habitation along. This is looking more like a stream rather than I first thought maybe I thought it was a spring coming out of the hillside, but it looks more just a smaller stream. So I'm not going to keep following this much longer. I think I'm going to head back down to the main stream in a moment here. Yeah, so it is starting to look pretty clogged up there. So I think I'm going to, at this point we're going to turn around and head back. But we'll keep our eyes open. Keep looking, see if we can find any artifacts as we head back down. Well, we're obviously back in the main stream now. Gotta find a place to eat lunch as well. Brought my usual sandwich along. Beautiful place to sit for some lunch. Maybe even right here. Yeah, just a beautiful place to sit and eat lunch. You know, I'm glad I came out here this morning. I was feeling just a little bit off this morning. Of course, it's Saturday, so I kind of slept in a little bit. Wasn't sure if I was going to get out and do anything today or not. You know, these days a lot of people are suffering from a little bit more than usual from, like I guess they're calling it quarantine depression because of the whole thing going on. People aren't necessarily getting out as much as they used to, or just a lot of people are just fed up with or tired of what's going on. Get a little depressing. You know, it's easy to watch, you know, YouTube and other social media to see people out enjoying themselves, but make sure you're not just watching, you know, other people do stuff like this or go to places. You know, try to get out there yourself and do it as well. I know it can be, like I said, sometimes it's difficult. I think every now and then I struggle just a little bit with depression, maybe, where I'm just sitting there and I don't feel like doing anything, and I kind of wonder if I should go out exploring or not. And I'm always glad that I do. But anyway, and I understand that some of you, like I have quite a few viewers, I believe, who can't do stuff like this anymore because of physical disabilities and stuff like that. So I get that. I'm not picking on you guys. I know a lot of you can't. A lot of you talk like, you know, my videos are your way of getting out there. And you know, I do feel for you guys. I was talking with one of my friends recently, and she was talking about she has an aunt who was always very active, and then I think she's a bit older now, but she was very active, and all of a sudden she got that what do you call it, the pinched nerve, the sciatica in her one hip, and then just like that, she couldn't really do the things that she always enjoyed doing. All of a sudden, you know. But anyway, for the rest of us who can get out and do stuff like this, get out there and do it. You'll be glad that you do. Don't just, like I said, it's easy to sit at home on the couch, watch TV, or in my case, sit on my chair and watch other YouTube videos instead of just getting out here and doing it yourself. It's a great experience. Anyway, I'm gonna quit. I'll quit instructing you. All right, I'm gonna sit here and finish my sandwich, and then we'll get going again. And look at all the yellow leaves here in the creek. You know what that means. I mean, it is only August 22nd, but already the first signs of fall are coming. I think I'm ready for fall. Ready for a change of season here. Probably my favorite time of the year. there's a stone down here that caught my eye as well. You should probably see it right there. Almost looks like something interesting, but once again, it's not. There's a lot of erosion coming out of the bank here. All this shale is coming out. That's what that rock is. All kinds of places to look here yet. Can see some more fish down in there. Quite a few of them. Oh, these rocks piled up too over here. Well, this is new. This bridge wasn't here. Pretty new wood they put down, so not quite sure where it leads to, but I'm not going to find out today. But I think we are going to end this video here. This road will take me up to another old road, and then that'll head back to where I parked. So, good place to end, I think. Anyway, had a good time on the creek today. Bugs were getting a little bit bad again, but it's that time of year. All right. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you around. Oh, this video isn't over yet. Making my way back on that road, and look who we find. Mr. Turtle. It's a box turtle. Alright, let's see if he's a male or a female. You can do that by picking them up and looking underneath. And it is a female. The bottom is fairly flat, and if it was a male, there would also be a little triangular cut in here for a certain male appendage to be able to do what it needs to do when turtles get frisky with each other, I guess you could say. So she's a female. And the males also have a much more concave belly here. This is called the plastron here. And it also facilitates turtle friskiness. So we'll put her back. Actually, I'm gonna put her off the road. This road is gated off, but just in case someone comes flying down here. Goodbye, Miss Box Turtle.